A scene, a spectacle, a cavalcade of dancing lights trying to hype this crowd into a frenzy, and it's working because they know what a huge matchup is in store. Welcome everyone to the home of the Arizona State Sun Devils, Mountain America Stadium in Tempe. The Sun Devils will kick it away first. And he's coming out of the end zone. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone and he's knocked down at the 10. So TCU's offense is on the field for the first time today. And David, they've got a receiver that if he is able to command some extra attention, it could really help get this offense going.
And you need that playmaker out wide. That guy makes the whole thing go, right? Having a guy, if you want to play man-to-man coverage, he's going to beat you. And he's shown the ability to do that sometimes for this offense, and he's a guy that has the defense's attention.
Yeah, I don't think this guy's winning the Bolitnikov award necessarily, but you're right, David. When he's one-on-one, he should be able to win those matchups. And based on how he's played this season, this quarterback should feel really good and really confident when he throws his way.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Pulls and fires complete to the right. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. To the air. It's Hoover. Makes the catch. He stopped at the 15. Not enough for the first down, and you'd think we'd see the punt team. And the Horned Frogs will try to pin them back with the punt. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. So Arizona State's offense has its first opportunity of the day. Guys, if you listen closely, I think you can hear the jawing going already between this quarterback and wide receiver. What a matchup, Jesse, it's going to be between those two.
You know, so many people have already been talking about this individual one-on-one matchup, David, and it's going to be happening out on an island all game long. The receiver's got speed, he's got game-breaking ability, catching the football, can climb the ladder. He's going up against one of the best shutdown corners in the game. I cannot wait to watch this.
Yeah, and he's got the speed to stay with him and the instincts, and he's been so great out wide in every game. This is a huge test. This is a Sunday test. 2 NFL guys going at it to see who's going to take home the prize.
It'll be 3rd and long. Gets the back moving. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Fires to the tight end. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. And the Sun Devils come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. With the catch, it's Tyson.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
To the air, it's Levitt. Grabbed over the middle, it's Moss. Stop is made at the 8, but it'll be enough to set up a 1st and goal.
Man, that quarterback knew that was a tiny window to throw into, and he just showed off his cannon of an arm.
Draw play, quarterback keeps it. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
Touchdown, Arizona State! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point makes it 7-0. So that drive covered just 44 yards. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Just a little off. Incomplete. When you have a conference as deep and balanced as this Big 12 is, it's important to get off to a quick start in conference play.
Yeah, you're going to be challenged each and every week here in the Big 12 Conference since they've expanded.
And he is snowed under, sacked at the 7. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The Horned Frogs will line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Leaves it with the running back. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Went to the running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. Off play action. Buys a little time with his feet. Inside the 40-yard line and out of bounds at the 39.
There's nothing more annoying defensively than this. You got a guy bottled up, great coverage, boom. He escapes out of it, pulls a rabbit out of a hat. Next thing you know, scrambles, gets a 1st down. Now I got a new set of problems I got to deal with.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And that play had no chance. And you sell pass, and you want to sneak the draw in there. The idea is to get those defensive linemen, Palmer, running up the field. But it's almost like they knew what was coming, and they shut that down quick.
Yeah.
He's loose. He's brought down the 1 to play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the 1st.
The Sun Devils have this offense rolling. Looking to throw, it's Levin. Makes the grab. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. Going to work in the red zone, they can pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Gonna run it. It's Hugo. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Sun Devils. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Off the bootleg to buy a little space. He'll try to do it himself. Still running at the 40.
The name of the game is trying to pressure the quarterback. These bootlegs do a really good job of moving the quarterback's launch point. And then guess what? Now he gets to run the football. So he gets outside the pocket, makes guys look silly with his speed, and gets big chunk.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes in the 38.
Talking to the coaches before the game, they wanted to start fast. This offense, man, not only have you not put anything together, the defense hasn't either. This game has gotten away from them early. They need to do a better job of protecting their quarterback.
On target. And he's brought down after a nice game. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? And the Horned Frogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Back to throw, it's Hoover. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Horned Frogs.
This receiver is dangerous because of what he can do after the catch. Once he has the football, he is so good at making defenders miss. You saw it on that play.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Northern Illinois came away with the victory today, but not in dominant fashion. In fact, the folks in Husky Stadium had to sweat things out for much of the day. Could have been better, but certainly could have been worse. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys. With that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season, and man, you know he's looking for more.
That's the type of explosive play you love to start a drive with. First down from the 42. Here's the handoff. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Now this is the way to come out of the gate and set the tone. Back and forth and already inside a minute to go in the first. Finds the tight end. He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a first down and a pickup of 10.
Man, you see those tight ends catching the football. You're coming up and try to get them on the ground as fast as they can. They're such big athletes, though. You gotta pick your poison. A lot of times you try to go low, and they hurdle you and put that hand down. Nice job by the tight end breaking a tackle and getting some extra yards.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They go to the ground. He breaks a tackle. Stop is made at the 36. Let's call it a 5-yard gain and a first down. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. First play of the period, first down here. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Working on the right. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now. Having given up multiple first downs on this drive, somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleeding.
From the 17-yard line, threatening to score on 1st and 10. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. They'll go to the ground. Headed to the end zone. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
And you got to get locked in the red zone. A lot of defensive coordinators will tell you, we'll give up yards, but we got to understand what we're trying to get accomplished. Great job down here near the goal line. This defense bowing their neck up and getting a big stop.
Scanning the field, it's Levitt. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona State! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Throws to the tight end. It's caught. Turning on the Jets. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Got a man. It's Payne. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. These guys got knocked around in Big 12 play last year, and that has been a motivating force during the offseason.
Yeah, and you hope it's a motivating force. You hope they were talking about it. You hope it matters to your team that last year was a very big disappointment. With expectations for this squad to end up like they did, a lot of time to stew on it. The whole offseason, Palmer, you better be irritated. They better...
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way. At least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there. He didn't have it.
Fires to the big fella. And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the first down.
That's a really big completion for the offense. And look, I know they didn't get the first down, but because of it, they're now set up in 4th and very short. And if you're the head coach, you're thinking very long and hard if you're going to go for this one now because of that success you had on that play.
Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. Defense better dig in for the run. Heavy formation is there. Brown has it. They stop him after a 6-yard run out to the 24.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for you.
And the Sun Devils can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to throw, it's Levin. Fires to the wideout. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit, forcing the incompletion?
Motion from the wideout. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. quickly complete. And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the first. The Sun Devils will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. That's caught. It's Moss. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43. And the Sun Devils are marching down the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. Here's the pressure. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And a good solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. The Sun Devils are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Grab near the sticks. It's Tyson. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. To the air on 1st down. Going to try to pop one on the screen. It's a seam wide open. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down. They've put this ball on lockdown. 8th play of the drive coming up. Keeps it on the draw. Able to pick up a couple down to the 27. And the Sun Devils come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. The play action fake. Throws to the wideout. Snagged in the middle. It's Tyson. Makes the grab over the defense, and they are threatening now down at the 15. The Sun Devils, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
The offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Give to Brown. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped. And the Sun Devils line it up with a 1st and goal. Looking to throw, it's Levitt. Here comes the heat. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Oh, he'll keep it on the draw. He never had a chance on the draw. Tackled almost as soon as he got the ball.
All right, so now you're in this 3rd down situation close to the goal line, and it just feels, David, like they're going to have to throw the football in order to score a touchdown here. I like maybe trying to get the quarterback outside on the perimeter and give him a run-pass option.
I like that too. Get the quarterback on the move. And here's the thing. If I get close and I get stopped, it's 4th down. 4th down means go for it. That's all that means now today in college football.
They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. Dead center perfect. And that will extend their lead even further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Maryland sparkled today in a dominant road win. In fact, by the 4th quarter, it almost felt like this game was being played in College Park. That's how much they took that crowd out of it. All that speculation all week, and now we know. Something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Got him downfield. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the 1st down. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, oh, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
To throw, it's Hoover. Right on target this time. And he goes down after making the grab. Picked up a few, but he's still short of the first down marker. The Horned Frogs headed quickly to the line. Wants to throw on third down. He wants to take the top off. He's got it along the sideline. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. This offense needs a little something to feel good about going to halftime. A chance to chip away here on 1st and goal. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. And lost ground on 1st down. Now 2nd and goal from the 5. The run up the middle, looking for the score. He works his way ever closer, all the way down to the 1-yard line.
And on offense, you know this is 4-down territory. You have to come away with a touchdown. You're getting boat raced in this game right now, and you're going to have to make this possession count.
Yeah, definitely because of the slow start, now putting yourself behind the 8 ball, I think this offense is going to have to be aggressive the rest of the game.
Well, I love the idea by the offense here on 3rd down close to the goal line, trying to get one of their best playmakers in space with the push pass. But I love the defense, understanding where the ball is, great eye discipline. They rally to it, and they get the TFL now setting up 4th down.
So they'll send out the field goal unit. Didn't make them sweat at all. It's good. Now down 2 touchdowns, 24-10. So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you got to stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. Now they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with a young fellow on the sidelines, being like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run? Maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that mistake.
Looking downfield, it's Levin. Shoots it to the left. Tosses it incomplete. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Catch in the middle. It's Udo. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They'll start this one from the 29 on 1st down. Might be calling a hot route. Off play action on 1st down. Using his legs to buy some time. Catch inside the 25. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Pass interference. Defense.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Moving away from pressure. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Pulls it in inside the 10. They finally get him stopped. Man, oh man, did he almost make a play to end this half, but stopped on a touchdown-saving tackle. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, who's got a better seat there today in Tempe than you do?
And the Horned Frogs will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Keeping it on the ground to open the second half. We've seen a ton of this tonight. They just keep giving him the ball, and he keeps running into brick walls. Not much running room again. Back to pass, it's Levin. Under fire. Hit as he throws. A beautifully placed ball to the outside, and the toe drag for the big pickup.
The number one goal as a defense is try to hit the QB as many times as possible. Try to rattle him, try to get him flustered a little bit. Nice job getting there, getting the hit on him, but nice job of executing by the quarterback. Taking the hit, delivering the strike.
On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. And he just needed a few inches, and he didn't get it. The defense denies this offense. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week.
Kick catch interference. Kicking team.
The only thing I can think is he just didn't see him signal for the fair catch. That's an easy call for the official, and they'll accept the penalty. This offense has it with really good field position. He's got it on the right. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
The Horned Frogs moving quickly to the line. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
And that play is going to drive the offensive coordinator crazy. Remember, in college football now, there's communication between the coordinator and the quarterback with the headsets and the helmet, and you know he was reminding his QB that time, listen, you cannot take a sack here. Remember, we're in field goal range. If nobody's open, throw it away. His QB did not listen to the advice. He takes a terrible sack, and now they're out of field goal range.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Handoff to the single running back. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. The Sun Devils decide to punt it away. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. The long missed field goal squashed any hopes of scoring on the last drive. They'll try to get something done this time. They're trying to find some room off right tackle. And he tried to string out that run, but there was nowhere to turn it upfield, and he's forced out of bounds for a loss.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
Quickly out to the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Looking to throw, it's Hoover. And the misconnection on 3rd down. And the Horned Frogs line up to punt it away. He's got it. And the returner will be brought down. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
Delay of game. Offense.
The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough.
42 Spider. 42
Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking to throw. That's reeled in. It's Moss. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Now the play fake. Bring in the heat. Grab behind the line. It's Udo. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Motion from the wide receiver. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And that completion good for a short game, but they still have some work to do to pick up the first down.
Man, wow, what a catch by the big fella. And when he's not open, he's open. So nice to have a big target that can make those type of catches. I imagine he'll keep throwing him the football.
4th down and less than a yard, and of course the offense is going to stay on the field. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down. And the Sun Devils have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw again. Snagged out of the air. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
Man, this quarterback is on fire this drive. They've run 5 plays offensively. He's thrown it all 5 times. He's 5 for 5, and now he has him down here on the goal line. Why not go 6 for 6 with a tutty?
The Sun Devils trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Dropping back, it's Levitt. Fires to the end zone. Into the house. Touchdown, Sun Devils! How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
Aggressive, 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 man. This offense does not want to waste any time. They try to score quickly. 3 passing touchdowns in this game.
They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll run it from the gun. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this...
Lots of running room. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
After giving up a few extra yards after a hitch throw, I wonder if this defense is going to want to give this guy this much access moving forward. They might be thinking about more press coverage or playing some zone coverage where the corner's right up on him.
Handoff from the gun. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Right down the boulevard. Touchdown, Arizona State. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
That defenses are always trying to force turnovers to get the ball back to their offense, make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the pill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house. Huge play for this defense.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking for a man. It's Hoover. Flips it out to the back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. After the short completion, let's see if they go back to the air. Give to the running back. Defense is there to greet him again, and they are ready, and he has found nowhere to run tonight. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down.
And you thought maybe in this second half this offense could just find a rhythm, find something to take advantage of this defense, but the defense has really had their number, not putting up a lot of points, and again, an empty possession right there.
He'll field the punt and see what he can get. He gets a block. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. And the Sun Devils have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Throwing right. He's got an open man. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 3rd and short from the 37. Wants to go up top. Fires to the middle. He makes a catch. He'll come through on 3rd downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. The Sun Devils will snap it on 1st and 10. To the air, it's Levitt. Makes the grab. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a 1st down.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays, and you better change your looks up to try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
They'll move the wide receiver. He wants to change this route with the run on 1st and goal. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
The defense there has their backs against the wall. That's a great job of really just gearing down, getting some push up front, not giving away anything, and making that play and that tackle.
And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. That's the end of the quarter, and Arizona State has the lead. And this beatdown is close to completion as we've reached the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Looking for the touchdown on 3rd and goal. To the end zone, and it's picked off.
Never say die attitude, and I love that, especially these young players, because they're out there competing. And I know the scoreboard right now doesn't look pretty. They're not going to come back and win this football game, but I just love kids that are competing until there's zeros on the clock.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Off the play fake on 1st down. Got his man on the right. And he's still running after the move. They get it out to the 36 and on the move after a pickup of 15.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
Fires to the big fella. And he's down after the short completion. He did not make it to the first down marker. The Horned Frogs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Trying play action. Unloads to the wideout. Complete downfield. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Creates a little room. Oh, a lot of space. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Pulled down after a pickup of 4 to the 27. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6.
Military stun.
Looking downfield, it's Seals. They're working that left side. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. And the Horned Frogs come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Motion from the wideout. On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7. The Horned Frogs started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, TCU!
Well, you got to love the attitude of this team. I know they're still down by a lot on the scoreboard, but a really nice job by the quarterback. Accurate throw on that touchdown pass.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Washington State went on the road and just dominated. And that's one way to grab attention on a national level. Make a statement in someone else's house and prove you're legit. And did the Cougs ever do that? Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. The give to the back. Nice move to pick up yardage. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4.
That's exactly the start you want when you're on offense. In this situation, 4-minute offense, I'm not worried about scoring. I'm not worried about getting a bunch of first downs. I need 2. I need 2 first downs, and I'm going to let that clock tick, and I walk out of here with the W.
That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
I'll tell you, this running back, he is running behind an offensive line that is playing in unison right now, doing a great job communicating pre-snap. They're getting hats on hats in the run game.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Power football with the run. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And this is exactly what you want to do when you're on offense. You have the lead. You want to chew the clock, keep the ball on the ground, keep that thing just ticking, Palmer.
They're just imposing their will, Dave, and that's something that we've seen, I think, all game. Up front, they've been the more physical team. They're the ones that's getting pushed and that's getting movement, and it's carrying over all the way here deep into the 4th quarter.
Quarterback running on the draw. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. They make the tackle at the 36, but they're in plus territory now with the 15-yard pickup.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Stop is made at the 22. A 10-yard pickup and a first down just outside the red zone.
Everything going the offense's way. They're trying to ice this game late. They've got a really nice lead, so you just want to run the ball, high percentage throws, and keep the chains moving, and they're doing that. This has been a beautiful drive to watch. Offense continues to stay in a nice rhythm here late.
And it looks as if he'll pick up maybe a couple.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Motion from the wide receiver. On the ground, it's Udo. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
Now improvising. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys. He could not wait to get back out there, and that time it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw that ball. He just wanted to take off, scramble, go get the first down.
So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. A hostile environment can have a major impact on even the most composed, well-prepared team. So how much did the crowd play a factor?